about an hour or two, I am going to go pick up my friend Amy, and it is Ben's birthday today, so we are going to be baking him a cake. It has become a new tradition that I bake Ben's birthday cake as my birthday gift to him. So we are going to go do that. Hi people! I'm driving right now to go pick up Amy, and then we're going to my favorite baking shop called Cab Foods. Already at her house, so fast, so quick and easy. We have everything now. Look at the color of the icing.
Yummy.
And we even got some little football players for Ben because he loves football. It is football, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He loves football. We don't remember what team he supports, but we thought a good addition to the cake was we think it's the red team. But a good addition to the cake is a little chicken and some soccer balls, football balls. Football balls? I don't know. Update on how the cake is looking. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
I was just talking to my phone and I wasn't recording anything. That's so embarrassing. Okay, but Amy and I's cake situation, we sorted out. It's so much better now. Look how insanely beautiful the sunset is. Nothing like Cape Town sunset. Good morning. Today we are doing the first dive of 2026 and I just know it's going to be cool. It's going to be icy. I'm doing the dive with my two friends that I met studying film at the University of Cape Town. My official graduation is coming up in March, end of March of this year, so in just a few months. I majored in film and media production. I went into film production because I watched my octopus teacher when I was in, it might have been grade 11 or 12, which was a major part of me getting into diving and wanting to be a free diver and feeling a lot less scared of the ocean. I've had a major interest in documentary filmmaking ever since, and the reason for that is because I do believe that documentaries are a huge powerful tool, and I felt like if I wanted to see change in the world, I really felt like it was going to come through storytelling. And ever since I was younger, I've loved to be a storyteller. I think I get it from my dad because he and I would just stay up late at night making up stories together, and I've always wanted to find the best way to tell a story or connect people to things that I care about, because I don't believe that connection comes from forcing facts down and statistics. I think those kind of things generate a lot of fear, and I think we hope that fear is what accelerates people to care about things and to really get on board with your mission and what you're trying to achieve. But there's nothing quite like a sense of hope and empathy that I think can be an amazing cause for change. And really, I've done my hair so poorly. I'm just gonna fix that up. There's no way to accelerate people wanting change, like finding a way to make them empathize with what they're saying and finding a way for them to really connect with the story you're telling, the issues that are being faced. It's like with David Attenborough's recent ocean documentary. What I loved about it is it showed what trawling does, and it really got people to recognize what the fishing industry is doing and how destructive it really is. But it didn't end off that way. He strategically also included a hopeful ending to the documentary, because if people watch things like that and they just see the demise going on and they can't individually see a way that they might be able to see the light out at the end of the tunnel and get a way out, then I think they're a lot less likely to move in that direction and to want to make the steps for change. It's almost like a defeatist mindset. If you go, we're actually just screwed, like nothing's going to get better, then people just go, great, nothing is going to get better. I am not liable. I can't be part of change. Like nothing I do will improve or impact the situation. So that's me done. And I think that almost offers people an excuse out of solving things. So anyway, I'm getting a bit sidetracked, but I met Seb and Ruby from my film degree, and they're both incredibly aligned people with me. They're also divers, and we're gonna head out to Cozy Bay today and get in a dive. I'm feeling like it's gonna be nice to reconnect with them in the new year. Seb has been in Antarctica working for the last few weeks, and so we haven't seen him in a good while. And Ruby and I, well, we've seen each other a lot this holiday, but we have been apart over New Year's. I can't handle it. She's like one of my besties. Yeah, we've just arrived at our dive spot. This spot is known as Cozy Bay, and we have, I'll show you now, but this is the dive spot right here. And we have caves to the right, and they're known as Justin's Caves. They're very beautiful, but you kind of have to go when there's like really no swell, because otherwise it's just too powerful and you'll just get knocked around. And then I think it's called Strawberry Rock down there, which used to be really fun because seals just like live and stay on that rock literally the whole time while you're diving. But in recent years, because of the rabies outbreak with seals along South Africa's coastline and up along Namibia as well, it hasn't been safe to like go out and try and dive with seals, because you never know if you're going to just interact with a rabid seal. But this water is feeling like I can feel the breeze coming off the ocean. It's going to be icy. I did steal my sister's wetsuit though, because she has a wetsuit and it's barely been used. Way thicker than mine right now, because mine has stretched out down to like 2 mils and hers is still like a good 4-3 wetsuit. So silly right now, but Ruby's just gone back to the beach. My hands were too cold. Sam and I are diving a little bit more, but I'm getting a little cold too. Just finished up our dive, and I'm sure you probably saw from our video, we found some fishing line, and we traced it back, and a poor little crab had gotten stuck in it in the kelp. So we spent like 10 minutes trying to cut it out.
Keep the oceans clean, people.
Just got back from my dive. I'm looking a little pink. I'm really hoping that's not sunburn, because we did sit and suntan for like an hour or two after the dive. I did put on sunblock, but I don't know if it was enough to handle the sun for that long. The dive was good. It was a good start to the year, but I will be honest and say that the visibility was not amazing. The shallows, like the 1 to 2 meters, fine, but then the 3 to 5 meter section was really, you couldn't see much. And the further out you went, it got a little bit better, but nothing amazing. In this specific area we were diving in, there was apparently, this is rumors, I don't know any of this is fact, but apparently there was a shipwreck that wrecked there, and on it had these cannons, but also these chests of gold. This is sounding like a bit of like an intro to a Netflix TV show, but there were these chests of gold, and I think Seb said that there were like 28 chests of gold and only 26 of them have been found, which means there's 2 chests of gold in that area still sitting there. Can you imagine if you're just on a free dive and you randomly bump into a whole chest of gold? I actually would lose it. Like, that's insane. So we thought we would dive around and have a look and see if we could find anything. And the only thing we did find was a fishing line, a green fishing line that was stuck into kelp. So Seb cut it out, and then we wrapped it all up and traced it back to the other end of the kelp, and very sadly gotten a little crab caught up in it. But if you think that was just one line, can you imagine the degree of harm and entrapment that those massive, like large-scale fishing nets are doing to marine life, especially when they get abandoned in the water? Can you imagine the impact those huge nets are having on life? Like, that crab was scared. You could see that it was scared and that it was stuck, and that's a horrible situation to be in and a horrible situation to put other marine life in. Those things shouldn't be in the ocean. It's damaging, it's harmful, and I'm just grateful that today we were able to take it out, but that's not the case most often. Okay, now that rant is over, I am hungry. Some might say hangry, and I'm gonna go make some food, and I have a lot of editing to do. I was invited to go to a market with my friends. If I get, post my YouTube vlog, week 2, my New Year's YouTube vlog, and 1 Instagram reel or carousel, then I will go and join them, but only if I do that. So I finished editing that YouTube video. It took me like 4 or 5 hours, so I made it to the waterfront, and we're going to the Oranjezicht market, but it started raining on our way here. They've got a new venue though, so it might be a little bit more indoors than the old one. I guess we'll see. Good morning. We are up, and I completely forgot that as we get later and later and later into summer, sunrise happens later as well. So I left normal time today, and I've reached the parking lot, and it is still pitch dark outside, which my doors are locked. I don't really feel like getting out in pitch darkness because that doesn't feel safe. We are kayaking this morning, and I haven't done kayaking literally since the end of December. To be honest, it always happens when I haven't done something, even if it's like 2 weeks of not doing something. But I am feeling like genuinely a bit nervous to go out today. Could also be the fact that there's really strong wind, and I'm only seeing it now because of how those trees are blowing. I wonder how much of it's on the water, and if that might even mean trips are getting cancelled. I just got home and showered and everything. Oh, gate. And I've been trying to sit down and focus and work since I got on home, and it's not happening for some reason. So I've decided that I'm gonna go get a chai latte, and I'll do some productive work before 2 o'clock because that is when I need to leave, and we are getting 2 kittens today. Should have probably said that in a more enthusiastic, like, announcement way, but I'm really excited. I tried to record a video in the shop because I was being brave, but I wasn't being brave enough, and you couldn't actually hear anything that I was saying because I was scared to talk loudly and have people hear what I was saying. But that was a pretty productive session. Oh, I ripped off my to-do list, but that was good news because I basically got most of the things I needed to get done on the to-do list done. I'm so happy I decided to just not waste time at home because I just knew myself. I knew I was going to get distracted, and it was a nice way. I got myself a sweet treat and I really focused in. Need to get home ASAP. And kittens! I love kittens. And also these were rescue kittens. My family is obsessed with rescues. We have 4 rescue dogs and we are about to get 2 rescue kittens. We had a cat, her name was Jinx, and she passed away last year, which I personally found extremely hard. And I do feel a bit of guilt with getting new kittens. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm replacing Jinx because she was such a special cat and I had her since I was in grade 1, which was back in like 2011. I had her since I was 6 years old. So it was quite a big loss for me to have to say goodbye to her. And oh, I'm actually gonna get like choked up thinking about it now. And so it's like also weird to then be dealing with being excited about also taking in new like animals and new kittens into my life. Like there's a weird balance of emotions going on, but the underlying feeling right now in this second is I'm so excited. They seem adorable and I just love animals. So let's go get them.